Hi guys, this is aniSh's. Welcome to my fitness journey. Today is day 35. It's been a month now. Earlier this month I had figured out that once a week there will be one workout that will be challenged. I started with push-ups. I increased it by 20% in the first week. The second challenge was duck walk for the longest period possible, which was done last week despite a sprained ankle. That's what the last week's video is about, and I will leave that at the description below. Today is the 21st of February, week 3, and the challenge was to hold a plank for the longest possible time. So that's the amount of time that I held the plank for, but I know personally that I could have held it for a little longer. Where I faltered is making a judgment call by looking at my watch. If I had not seen my watch, I wouldn't have realized how far along I was, and I would have waited for my body to tell me that you can't do anymore instead of my mind, which is a stupid thing to allow your mind to do. Because the mind can make judgment calls based on things that are about to happen, might not happen. Unless these things really do happen or don't happen, there is no say in how the circumstance changes. So don't let your mind fuck around with your body. Just listen to your body and do what it asks you to do and stop when it asks you to stop. I am, however, particularly proud of how far I have come along. It's been 35 days and I feel wonderful. I am seeing definition in so many parts of my body that I hadn't seen in a really, really long time. And it hasn't been that gruesome either. It's just a little bit of walk in the morning, an hour of workout, and then carry on the rest of my day. But that would be a lie. I am also doing something else. Yes, the word is diet. Don't get scared. I'm not starving myself to fucking death. But what I am doing is controlling the way I eat and also controlling what I eat. I am eating whatever a regular Indian family eats at home, with the one addition of an egg in the morning for breakfast after my workout. What I have done is two things. One is reduce the amount of intake. I am not anymore eating up to a point where I'm full and I'm in a food coma and will not be able to move for the next half an hour. No, that does not make any sense, because if that is what I'm doing, then I'll have to keep working out for the whole day instead of just the 1 hour in the morning. And I don't have that kind of time. So what I do is I eat a little bit less than I normally eat. I eat to a point where I know that my stomach is not going to sit and fucking make funny noises. And then I eat when it starts making noises. The second thing, however, I'm doing is actually what I think is the more important thing for us Indian fitness enthusiasts who do not have the time, effort, or money to spend on specific food items. It's a small thing, and I think it's logical. If anybody is a dietitian out there and is watching my video and you know that I'm going wrong, then please tell me. If you think I'm doing amazingly well, then please tell me that as well. Leave a comment below. So here's what I'm doing. You know, a typical Indian thali or a meal has a lot of rice and small portions of different vegetables and curries. What I have done is I've reversed it. I eat very little rice and I eat larger portions of the curries and the vegetables. I do the same thing with meat as well. I eat less of rice and more of the actual meat because that gives me my proteins. Foods like potatoes, carrots and radish and all of this has so much of nutritional value in them, and you are eating that like it is a side dish. Eat that like it is the main course. Pulses, especially sprouted ones, they are your source of protein, and why do you have to spend money on buying meat and eating that for protein? And if you're a vegetarian, then you know exactly where your protein is going to come from. Sprout your pulses, green gram, brown gram, sprout them overnight, boil it the next day and eat it with your lunch. But eat that in a larger portion and eat less of the rice. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I know that I've come really far along in the last 35 days, and I know that if I just keep at it, I will be able to get much further ahead. The goal is not a chiseled six-pack ab body. The goal is to be light. The goal is to be active. The goal is to be not sore when you have to lift a suitcase from one platform to the other platform. That kind of fitness is what I'm aiming at. Give it a try for a week or 2 weeks maybe. Even if you're not working out, even if you're not exercising, eat 70% of what you eat in every meal and switch it up. Less of the rice, more of the vegetables, more of the dal, more of the proteins, more of the pulses. I have actually reduced my rice intake to about 30% of what I was eating normally. That's the ratio I brought it down to. So if I was eating about 100 grams of rice, now I eat only 30 grams of rice. And the rest is all compensated by vegetables. At the end of the day, the amount of food going into my stomach is the same. The grand total amount of food going into my stomach is the same, but the quality of the food has changed. Next week is the last week of February, and the challenge is going to be tough. I have personally chosen to do lunges for as long as I can till my legs collapse. I will keep switching between legs whenever I can, but I will not stop lunging unless I cannot do another lunge. And that is going to be the grand finisher for the month of February. Wish me luck, guys. This is going to be my toughest challenge yet. If any of you would like to criticize, condemn or question my methods, please leave a comment below. If you would like to join me or follow my journey as well, please subscribe to the channel. It will be a huge deal for me. See you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.